Hello and welcome back to another episode of World Tour on Football Manager 2021. Now, since the last episode where we drew 2-2 with Derry City and 1-1 with then relegation rivals Bohemian, things have not gone well. We've played 3 games offline as well as a few friendlies as well. Things didn't go well in the friendlies either, to be honest with you. But we'll quickly run through the games that we've played. So we played against top of the table Dundalk. They were top of the table at the time anyway. I'm not sure if they still are. We'll have a check on the table in a second. They beat us quite easily 2-0. Johnny Dunleavy not starting things off well for us with an own goal under a minute. And then James Barron getting the second for them. Then we came up against Watford, who were sort of mid-table team. And we were losing 2-0 to them until Thomas Breen managed to get a consolation goal for us very late in the game. We then played our 3 friendlies and came back from the friendlies to a 4-0 defeat to Shelbourne, beating us by the same number of goals that we beat them by in our first game against them when we beat them 5-1. Not good. And to make things worse, we've got Sligo Rovers next, who have just beaten our relegation rivals Finn Harps by 5-1, and also who smashed us. I can't remember where's the score there. 4-0. They smashed us 4-0 in the previous game that we played against them. So not really looking forward to that one, but hopefully we can manage to solidify the playoff place, I guess. So the way things are looking, we need Longford Town to lose both their games, and we need to somehow pull off a miracle and defeat Shamrock Rovers and then defeat Finn Harps to not have to play a relegation playoff. That's not looking likely. So it's looking more likely that we're going to have to play a relegation playoff. We could do with Finn Harps losing against Waterford today, to be honest with you, because then we don't have any pressure when we play against Finn Harps. I was going to look at who we might get to play against in the playoff, but I'll leave that until it's confirmed, because I know how this game works and sometimes it just likes to turn things on its head. So also, as you can see by the table, I forgot to mention previously, Bohemian, who were our relegation rivals, are now completely safe. They've just gone on a run of victories and pulled away from us. It is between ourselves, Longford Town and Finn Harps for the relegation spots. So we've got a player suspended today. Kieran Kelly is suspended, so he won't be able to take any part in today's match. So we're going to bring on John Kavanagh, who is a player that we haven't really played that much, if at all, since we arrived at Sligo Rovers. He's pretty decent. He's got 10 tackling, 10 dribbling, 11 passing is good for when he's going forward. But the tackling thing is attributes good for obviously defending. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. Sometimes it's a struggle to find words, to be honest. And then we'll move. Well, Seymour's obviously going to come into the team, isn't he? Because I don't know. I think he must have been suspended or injured last time out. So he's going to come into the team for Olberkis at centre back. Other than that, I think we're good to go. Thomas Breen, do I stay with him or do I put Morrissey on up front? I'm gonna stick with Breen, I think, for the time being. No, I'm not. I'm gonna put Morrissey on. We'll have a change. Yeah, we'll have a change. And then we'll also bring on Sam Verdon for Corley in the advanced playmaker role. So that's the lineup for the first of today's games. It's going to be tough. I'm sort of tempted to change our tactical style, to be honest. The players don't really know it. Go direct counter-attack. It's not really going to work. We could go fluid counter-attack. No, we'll try control possession, but I don't think we're going to be able to. We'll see how things are going. We might change it up in the game. But yeah, we've got Trevor Murphy our number 1 in goal, Dunleavy at right back, Mann and Seymour are centre backs, and Kavanagh at left back. Power, Verdon and Keedy are the 3 centre midfielders. Christopher on the right wing, Daly Boots on the left wing, and Danny Morrissey, Danny Boy up front. Hopefully he can be the goal scorer for us today. Of course, if anyone else wants to get goals, I'm not going to complain, as long as it's not Shamrock Rovers. So, team talk time, and we are going to do no gesture and say we need to step up our game here to put an end to our recent run of bad results. That's motivated quite a lot of them. Danny Morrissey is looking unsure. Okay, that's probably because we're playing against a really good team. Another thing that has happened in the time that we've been away from the camera, I guess, we've had a few team meetings. The team have been upset. They were first upset with the atmosphere in the dressing room. So I've got until, I think I did that last episode, but we've got until the end of December to sort that out. And then they're also upset about something else. I can't remember what it was. I'll have to have a look at my promises after this game, but I've made another promise to them that I'll sort that out too. So, first chance of the game looks like it might go to Shamrock Rovers, who are playing in a very interesting purple kit, purple and green today. It's a weird one. They've got green shorts. You can see. I don't know why it's not radio. I don't know why I'm telling you what they're wearing. We're not in black and white or anything. I don't need to do that. But Marshall's crossed the ball in. Benson through to Nielsen, and Tim Nielsen, with his 24th goal of the season, has put Shamrock Rovers 1-0 up. As, to be honest with you, as expected. In the other games, Longford Town have just taken the lead against Dundalk as well, so that's looking like they're going to be safe for another season as Shamrock Rovers have the ball again. It's Kilkenny on the left-hand side, cuts into the box. Kilkenny shoots, and it's a good save from Trevor. Big Trev in goal. Launches that forward, gives it straight back to Shamrock Rovers. Nielsen to Faruja, back to Nielsen for his second of the game. And there's literally no stopping Shamrock Rovers in this game. Tim Nielsen, that'll be his 25th goal, because for some reason this little graphic here has decided to stay on the screen. No idea why. So 2 goals down, but things are looking good for solidifying the relegation playoff place, which is something, I guess. We're going to do hands on hips, say show me something else in the second half. It's motivated the majority of the players. Looking at their ratings, Kavanagh's having a stinker on a 6.3. Verdon's on a 6.1, which is just terrible. We're going to take him off, bring Corley on. I'm tempted to just not play a striker. I'm gonna do that. Morrissey's going to fall back into the attacking centre midfield role. I might even play a defensive midfielder. You know, this is just to. If we get smashed, it's gonna absolutely ruin our morale. I mean, our morale's not great to start with. So I'm gonna switch him to a central midfielder on support. We've got a defensive midfielder now, and I feel like we should just go route one. But the main thing is to defend, to make sure we don't get smashed by 4 or 5 goals. So Kavanagh's also going to come off. He's on a 6.3, the second worst performing player so far, and we'll just leave it like that. So we're not playing with a striker, which is something new for me this game. But we'll see how we get on as we lose the ball there. Our shadow striker, and Shamrock Rovers are back on the attack. It's Kavanagh forward to Faruja. And there's a man in the box, and Jack Larkin wasn't messing about, smashes that in, his 6th goal of the season, and it's 3-0. Christopher with a corner. Can we have a chance? We can't because it's headed away, but Daily Beats might keep it alive. Now it's Keedy to Corley. Morrissey on the edge of the box. Morrissey shoots! We've got to go back. I don't know why I'm getting so excited. It's still 3-1, but Danny Morrissey manages to grab himself a goal. Daily Beats had the ball, played it to Keedy, who then I think plays it to Corley, who plays it across to Morrissey on the edge of the D. Smashes that past the goalkeeper to make it 3-1. And I think Finn Harps have scored in their game. They're winning 1-0 now, which puts them 2 points behind us, which means we've not managed to solidify the playoff place as it stands. Longford Town are losing, but that doesn't mean anything because we're losing as well. And it looks like it's going to come down to the game between us and Finn Harps on the last game of the season, as Shamrock Rovers have another chance to get yet another goal in stoppage time. Banks clears it, but only to Benson. Now it's Faruja through to Shepherd. Great save from Trevor, and it's cleared by Keedy. Don't think this is going to come to anything. Marshall's just done a sly little kick to Daily Buttes there, and the time is going to tick on by, I think. But we're continuing with it. Banks with a very strange long ball forward. Nobody up there. and Marshall picks that up as we get into the last 5 seconds of the match. Shamrock Rovers just going to pass this ball around until the referee blows the final whistle. And there it is. It's a 3-1 defeat at home to Shamrock Rovers for our penultimate game of the season. I'm going to put hands on hips. I'm not happy with the performance out there. So there is confirmation of Finn Harps picking up a 1-0 win over Waterford. And I'm now very worried that we are actually going to get relegated because we can't seem to score. Well, we can seem to score. We just can't seem to win games at the moment. And that victory for Finn Harps over Waterford is going to give them a bit of confidence heading in to the final game this season against us. You can see from the league table that they're only 2 points behind us. We've got a 7-goal bettered goal difference, but that won't make a bit of difference if they win. So we need to make sure we don't lose against Finn Harps. Otherwise, it's relegation for Sligo. So looking at the promises, as I promised you, we've obviously got a few here that we're doing well with, which is play youth players. We've been doing that. Obviously, Trevor Murphy's a youth player. Emmett Keedy is also a young player as well. And improving the coaching team, we've been doing that. Obviously, we brought in Mario Gomez. I think that was the main thing that did that job. But Will Seymour, who's one of the team leaders, and I think might be captain as well, he wants us to improve the managerial support and to improve the dressing room atmosphere. You can see we've got until the end of the year, basically, to improve both of those. And if we get relegated, they're definitely not going to be improved. I don't know what's going to happen if we get relegated. The board's expectation was to fight bravely against relegation. I felt like we were doing that, but not so much now. I guess if we get to the playoff and then we lose the playoff, that's fighting bravely. But then we're going to be in the second tier of Ireland next season, which is a challenge that I wasn't expecting. So here we are for the final game of the season, and it's not only the bottom of the table where things are up for grabs. If you look towards the top, Dundalk and Shelbourne, they're level on 64 points heading into this final game. Dundalk are playing Bohemian, who are in 6th. Shelbourne are playing against Shamrock Rovers, so they've got the tougher tie, so to speak. We would expect Dundalk to go on to win the league, but you never know. Of course, we have all our focus on ourselves and guaranteeing our chance to fight again for survival in the top tier of Ireland in a few weeks' time, I imagine, by trying to get the relegation playoff place. So it's a big game, and we can hopefully do it. There's going to be a bit of a shock for you on the next screen as we have dramatically changed our tactic to a 5-2-3 formation. We needed to do something different. The 4-3-3 has not been working for quite a while. This is a big risk because, as you can see, the team aren't very familiar with it. I've literally just changed it a few days ago in game. They've never played this formation for me before. It's going to be interesting. We're going to take Power off because he's got the fitness test thing there. We'll put him on the bench. Corley is in for him. Keedy has dropped down to be one of the central defenders. He can play there. So we've got Keedy, Mann and Seymour in defence. Obviously, Big Trevor in goal. Johnny Dunleavy is our right wing back. Lewis Banks is our left wing back. I don't think we've seen much of him this season. Of course, I may be wrong, as it says he's played 21 games, but I don't think I've used him that much. But yeah, we've got Corley and Sam Verdon in centre midfield. Christopher's at right wing. Daily Buttes at left wing. Thomas Breen is going to come in up front. We've also set our tactical style to be wing play, and that's simply because we've got the wing backs and the wingers. Hopefully we can pick up at least a point. I'll be happy with a point. Just don't lose. Please don't lose. So team talk, final team talk of the league campaign proper here, and we're going to try and get them riled up for it. Get out there and show the world you've got what it takes. It seems to have worked for this section of the team talk. Maybe they're closer to me, so the guys that are over here, they couldn't hear me. That's why they're unsure. They're unsure of what I said. They're not. That's not my fault at all. They just needed to be a bit closer. That's what I'm going with anyway. So here we go. We're at Finn Harps. I'm not sure what their stadium's called, but there's their team. I'm sure I've heard of Comerford before. I'm not sure where from. A very blue stadium, Finn Harps Stadium, which is what you would really expect, I guess, given they do play in blue. It looks like we've got a bit of a capacity crowd here today as well. There's lots of people there for this big relegation fight as the players come out. They're on the pitch and they're ready to go. Now, it's not looking good on the match stats. Finn Harps have had 7 shots already. We've had none, and Finn Harps have the ball. It's Comerford coming forward with the ball to Rooney. Now McKenna, and I don't think we're going to get a tackle in. This is going to come into the box and we're not going to be able to clear it, and it's probably going to be a goal. It's Rooney. Sullivan nearly scored. He was at the back post. He should have scored that. That should have been a tap in. We're going to have to make some sort of change here because this is not going well. Not at all. What do we do? Park the bus? Oh, what do we do? Ooh, I don't want to invite them on to us anymore. I don't want to do that. Do we try and control possession? Do we go back to what we normally do? Well, yeah, we'll control possession. Finn Harps are having most of the ball at the moment. Hopefully we can do something. I'm very nervous here. I don't want to get relegated. It's only my second team in the series. We've not had a shot. They've had 11, 3 on target. It's a good job that they're not very good at getting the shots on target, I guess. We're still 0-0, so we're still in the relegation playoff place. We need to do better in the second half. Dig in, give everything you've got. We deserve to win this match. Let's go and do it. We don't deserve to win the match at all based on what happened in the first half. A lot of players on 6.4s, 6.5s. Where do I make changes? What do I do? What do I do? Dara Power was, of course, had a fitness test icon next to his name before the game, which is why he didn't start. So a bit wary of bringing him on. We've got John Kavanagh that can play at right wing back to come on for Johnny Dunleavy, possibly. But I honestly don't know where to make a change. Danny Morrissey's a temptation to bring on. We'll do that. We'll bring Morrissey on for Breen. And yeah, we'll just hope for the best. If the second half's anything like the first half, though, Finn Harps, they've got to score, surely. I've just looked at the league table. Shelbourne are top. I think Dundalk are losing as we have a throw-in. Christopher gets the ball into the box. Morrissey's there, it's headed away, and got excited for a bit. I thought there was hope, but it looks like it's going to be a chance for Finn Harps. It's Cogler running forward with the ball. We've got so many men back, we should be able to defend it, but I'm not too confident. Comerford with the ball over the top. Cogler is surely offside. Thank you, assistant. It's definitely offside. Right. We're going to see a replay of it here. Oh, he's only just offside, mind. I thought it was a lot closer than that. We're gonna tell them to focus, but there's already a highlight. It's Banks with a throw in, headed away by Byrne, and this is probably going to be another counter-attacking opportunity for Finn Harps. Seymour heads that away though. Well done, Seymour. It's Corley. Plays it to Christopher. Can we have a chance? There's no overlapping wing back in Johnny Dunleavy. Ball into the box. Morrissey's there. It's headed away by Byrne. Dunleavy with another chance to get the ball in. There's nobody there. McKenna heads it away. Is Corley going to get there first? He does. Don't lose the ball. I said don't lose the ball. Ball forward to Coakley. Brilliant tackle by Keedy. And we've got the ball again. It's Corley. What was he doing? Over the top. The ball to Kugler. The goalkeepers came out. Alexander Kugler has put Finn Harps 1-0 up. We're getting relegated. Come on, Christopher. Get the ball in. Headed away. Dunleavy's going to get it. Back into the box. Headed away again by Massey. And this is another counter-attacking opportunity as you see the men in blue just flooding forward. O'Sullivan with the ball. We need to make a challenge. Corley tried. O'Sullivan gets the ball back now to Mazinga. It's wide. We need to do something. I've paused the game. We've got 25 minutes to make sure we're not relegated today. What do we do? We're going to have... do I sacrifice a centre-back? I feel like that's a stupid idea to do that. What we could do is we could do this because we've got the wing backs who are obviously running up and down there. So maybe if where can Christopher play? He can only play right mid or centre mid. That's not really ideal. We'll put Sam Verdon as... That's not what I meant to do. It's sort of what I meant to do. So Stephen Christopher's going to be the centre midfielder. I'll just put him centre midfielder on support, I guess. And Sam Verdon's going to be our attacking midfielder. Daily Butts is going to come off. Ronan Coughlin coming on, and we've got Coughlin and Morrissey up front. Put him as... likes being a poacher. Stick him as a poacher. Yeah, okay, we'll do something like that. Why not? We've already done it. Let's see if that helps at all. We'll also switch to attacking. And we'll demand more. Oh no. No. Finn Harps have a throw in deep in our half. O'Connor, ball into the box. Carlo Sullivan has scored for Finn Harps. We're getting relegated. We're getting relegated. I don't know what's going to happen. Are we going to be sacked? I imagine we're going to be sacked. What a disappointment. I'm going to throw the water bottle. Far from pleased. There you go. Take that on your head. I'm storming out. I don't want to do it. Don't want to do the press conference. So there we go. Bottom of the table. After all that hard work, when we first took charge, picking up those victories, getting ourselves back to a point where at one point we were 11 points behind 8th place Bohemians at the time. We managed to bring that back. Obviously we're now ending 11 points behind them, but we did bring that back at some point. But it just wasn't enough. The players just seemed to stop playing for me. I don't know why. We've not been sacked. We've not been sacked yet. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing. The board has set our initial budgets, wage budget at 8.25k, which is interesting because we're currently spending 10. I guess that's because we've not signed many people to new contracts, and surely no one's going to want to sign a new contract now because we've been relegated. So I just thought before we ended the episode that I'd have a look at other vacancies, job vacancies in Ireland, and that there is one. There's Galway United, which is an interesting one because they're top of the table with one game left to play. They're 3 points clear. They need a point to guarantee promotion to the Premier Division. I think I'm going to apply for that. I'm applying for it. I've applied for it. We'll see what happens. I'll stay with you until we get a response. So they have got promotion. Galway United have got promotion to the Premier Division. If we get this job, I'm taking it. I'm grabbing it. What's their finances are okay. That's a hell of a lot better than our finances. I hope I get this job. Well, as time's gone on, we're here at the season review, so we'll quickly go through this. I'm not going to dedicate an episode to the season review this time out because it was a very disappointing season. I didn't make any transfers, so none of them are mine. The board is disappointed that we only managed to fight bravely against relegation, so we've got a D grade in that, despite the fact that was what they wanted us to do when we arrived. It wasn't our fault that the previous management got us in this situation. Moments to remember: our biggest win, a 5-1 victory I wasn't here for. Match to remember: a 4-0 victory. I think I was here for that one. I think that was I here for that? I might not have been. Yeah, I think I was. Yeah, I was here for that. And goal of the season was Morrissey, apparently. Finances, not interested in that one. How I lined up, there you go. I guess that's included the previous manager's formation as well. I won the Premier Division Manager of the Month in July, and you can see here, I'm not going to go through them all, but just pause it if you want to have a look at the different club awards. That we didn't win any competition awards, and there's some records that we apparently broke. So it's time for a lovely team meeting with the lads. They're going to be so happy because they've been relegated, aren't they? I'm not happy with our relegation, but we're going to bounce back with promotion as champions next year, and I hope you'll stick around to make it happen. Will Seymour says, I don't think that matters. He'll be looking for a transfer next season. Brilliant. I'm just going to say we're very confident we can do what I said. I won't settle for anything less than your best in helping us achieve it. Johnny Dunleavy thinks I'm being unrealistic about what we can achieve. I've lost the dressing room, lads. I've lost the dressing room. Not the overall reaction I was hoping for, but I'm grateful that those of you who do agree with me. Which is, just looking here, no one. Yeah, no one agrees with me. I'll make some promises. Why not? What's happening? Oh, we're in an endless loop here. I'm trying to make promises, and then it's just letting me say that's the sort of overall reaction I was hoping for. So I'll just say once you all return, we'll discuss promises. And I respect that each of you has your own opinion. Wow, that went on for ages. That is awful. I mean, if I was the chairman, I would sack me just for that. So Sligo Rovers have offered me a new contract. When does my current contract run out? If it's this season, I'm going to run that down. No, it's not. It expires in 2024. That's not good. No, I don't want to sign a new contract. Thank you. Sligo Rovers have reverted to semi-professional status to secure the club's future. Not great. Not my fault though. I didn't cause the financial mess that we are currently in. I think I've given it enough time to find out about the Galway job, and the Galway job has disappeared from the job centre. So I'm assuming that I've not got that one. I haven't had an inbox message about that, but that's pretty disappointing. So next season, Sligo Rovers, Division 1 in Ireland. We're gonna have lost a lot of our players. A few of them had relegation release clauses that have been activated now, so we might receive a few offers for them, and our finances are in the poop. So it's going to be difficult. If another job comes available in the Premier Division of Ireland, I am 100% going to apply for that. But that'll happen in the time between this episode and the next one. So that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to get all my content when it comes out, hit the notification bell to stay notified, and I'll see you next time.